Hello to all my fellow Easians all around the globe, and welcome to episode 4 of Easia English. In today's episode, what I'd like to really talk about is what's known as the work-life balance. A work-life balance means that we find a balance, an equilibrium between how much of our life is devoted to our work and how much is devoted to living a good and reasonable life. Now, I guess before I do start, I should explain to you where I am and why I'm here. About 18 days ago, I had what's called a TIA. It's a transient ischemic attack, and it means that there was a blockage of blood to my brain, and it caused me to lose total balance, and I couldn't walk and I couldn't talk, and I just fell down in the street. And that's why I've ended up here, luckily, in a very nice hospital, and they've looked after me very well. Right, so going on, the first topic I'd like to talk about is healthy eating. Before I talk about healthy eating, I should also really make mention of the fact that it was not because I had any kind of inferior work-life balance that I've ended up here, and it's certainly got nothing to do with my work at Easia. I want everyone to be clear on that. But it is important that we all do have a good work-life balance. So, I mentioned healthy eating. Let's take a look at today's lunch here at the hospital. What have I got? Think about the three types of foods that we have. We have protein, we have carbohydrate, and we have fat, really. They're the three main. Protein should be the number one on our list, followed by carbohydrate with a minimum of fat. You can also look at it as the food pyramid, whereby at the top of the food pyramid, the tiniest point, we have our sugars and fats. That's what we should be eating the least of. And as we go down, we have breads and cereals, meats, milk, cheese, and so on and so forth. And the main one we should be getting the most of is the breads and the cereals. So, looking at today's lunch, surprisingly, no rice. But we do have protein and we do have carbohydrate. Now, just between you and me, I'll be telling the hospital we need more vegetables, right? Vegetables are very important. Fruit and vegetables. We have a nice soup. In the soup, there's some pumpkin, so yes, we got some vegetables. We have some rice crackers, reasonably healthy, but can be a little bit on the salty side, so not too many of those. And luckily, we have some fruit, a great banana that I'll enjoy later. Some milk, very healthy. And well, you know, I said at the top of the food pyramid, there's the fats and the sugars. So a little bit of choco pie, well, occasionally, it's not too bad. Number 2 on the list of topics related to work-life balance is exercise. Now, I don't mean that you have to run a marathon every day. You just have to find a level of exercise that you can do regularly that is suitable for you and for your ability. Now, I know most of you out there know that I love to go to the gym. Obviously, here and now, I can't do that. So what can I do? Well, I can be walking on the spot here. I can walk myself around the hospital, out the door, and then back again. Up and down the hallways of the hospital. That's what I can do here. So what I think you can do is find something that you can do that's suitable for you and suitable for your lifestyle. And exercise is a very important part of the work-life balance. Number 3 on my list of things to consider when trying to maintain a work-life balance is what's referred to as mindfulness. Now, the word mindfulness is something that gets thrown around all over the place, and many people don't really kind of understand what it means. So I can only share with you my own definition of what is mindfulness. To me, it means being able to focus on the moment, to see the good even in every bad situation, and to really take a deeper look at what's around you and how it affects you. You know, I'll share with you something. The nurses here laughed at me when I said to them, I feel really lucky. And they said, what? What do you mean you feel really lucky? I said, I'm so lucky to have a room here with such a beautiful view. I can sit here and I can watch the people going up and down, the cars coming in and out of the hospital, people walking, people doing exercise. In fact, at night time, there's a sound and light show with the fountain. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I felt so lucky to be in this room. I could be stashed in a small little box with 50 other people, I don't know. And to me, that's the art of practicing mindfulness. I also, when I watch the people walking up and down, I think about what they're doing, where they're going, why they're doing it, what they're doing. And it's just a way of being in the moment. So I hope you can include that sense of mindfulness in your work-life balance. Number 4 on my list of important things to consider if you want to maintain a work-life balance is what can be called brain food. That means food for the brain. Things that help you to think, things that make you think. Now again, my choices are limited here, and I've got the TV. But do I watch endless episodes of Transformers or Resident Evil or, you know, soap operas? No. I'm watching National Geographic and other similar channels where I can learn something from the experience, not just be entertained. At the same time, I'm lucky enough to have brought this book with me. Now, don't mind the title too much, but getting back to our practicing mindfulness, this book is very interesting. I thought not giving an F meant not caring about anything, but that's not what it means. It means understanding what to care about and what not to care about. What is important in your life and what is not important in your life. What I've learned already from studying, I've only read the first chapter of this book, is that we're so surrounded by the drive to buy, the drive to improve, the drive to be faster, longer, better, increase, that our desire to be always trying to achieve that is causing our unhappiness. Instead, we just need to focus on the little things around us that make us happy. So don't forget, brain food, food for the brain. So the 5th and final thing I would like to mention on the list of things that are important to maintain a work-life balance is to really have good, healthy, strong relationships with your family and friends. I cannot tell you how much I feel blessed to have received these wonderful gifts of these flowers from Madame Tay. Thank you. From our office at Easia in Hanoi. Thank you so much. And here, a special gift from Chui Hua. I wonder what it is. And from Easia staff, a wonderful basket of fruit. It's so important in any situation, for me especially in this situation, but for anybody in life, to have a good support network of family and friends that you know will be there when you need them. And you should be there when they need you. So that's our 5 things that I believe are very important to maintain a good work-life balance. And I'll be sure to keep doing that once I'm back at the office in the Hanoi in the Easia and back with you all again. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Easia English. And remember, Easia English makes English easy for you.